Jacksonville, Florida. This is the National Football League.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Toss left side for Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Here's a give to Etienne, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Jaguars last year, you might remember, they pulled off, by some metrics, the biggest upset of 2021 in their game with these Bills in Week 9. And surely some of you involved in eliminator pools may remember that one. 9-6 was the final score in a game that featured 5 field goals, no touchdowns. And it was the defensive Josh Allen who kind of stole the show from QB Josh Allen. Allen, the defender, had an interception, a sack, and a fumble recovery to help the Jags to that victory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They run once more with Henderson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Man open. Here is Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal from the 3.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Full of Sade and Lurikin. In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Being chased out left, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Naheem Hines. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, it's Allen. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Allen now on first down. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 22, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Allen now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. To throw again on second down. Allen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Lawrence. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence eluding the pressure. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Allen. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And they'll run with Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They've come all this way, 97 yards on the drive. Once more with Henderson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Well, they decided to run it in. and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. And some room to roam now. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Lloyd coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
He'll buy some time right. That caught by Manhurts. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. ETN up the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run here with Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 85 yards rushing for him now to this point. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Patterson now for the extra point. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.